Our next speaker, his claim to fame as a kid, he was on not one, but 2 game shows. That's kind of cool. And then, being such a talented guy, he gets into the real estate field, goes on to own multiple Keller Williams franchises, goes on to own regions for Keller Williams, and then he sees the light of EXP, and he comes over here, gets in, starts just killing it. Glenn Sanford's like, whoa, 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 I see a lot of talent here. Taps him on the shoulder. He is now the president of North America for EXP. Help me welcome Dave Conord, everybody. Get on your feet. Woo! Come on, baby.
All right, wait, stay standing, stay standing. Cheer for me one more time. Go! No, all right, but stay standing, stay standing. That was not why I wanted you standing, but I do appreciate the second applause. All right, so I want to ask you a question. At EXP, we talk about doing big things. We talk about changing lives, right? Are you guys willing to fight for that? Right? Are you willing to put your money where your mouth is and do it? Where are my fighters? Where? I got some fighters over here. Susan's a fighter. I know Susan. Where are my fighters? Come on. Are you guys ready? Let's talk about putting up a fight. We're throwing it down right here. Right here. All right, you can sit. So, why are we talking about putting up a fight? Some people think it's because I'm from Philly, birthplace of Rocky. We fight about everything in Philly. You guys come to our sports games, you better not wear your team's hat. But that's not why. That's not why. Right now, in times of change, in times of certainty, fear pervades our industry and our people. Do you guys agree? Is there a lot of fear out there? Okay, but this is when leaders step up, right? This is when leaders lead. There are 3 phases. When fear hits, there are 3 phases, especially true in the real estate industry. The first phase, and I see that, I've been doing this for 25 years. Every time. The first phase is the deer in the headlights phase. This is when everyone freezes. We see it. People that went through, they did all that work to go get their real estate license. And it's time to activate their real estate license. And they go, I'm gonna hold off and see how this plays out, right? Nobody moves. People that you have been working with and they've been talking about making the move over and they're all excited. You've got a plan, you've got PR ready for them and everything else. And they go, hey, I'm gonna hold off because all of this change in the industry and in the market is already rocking my business. I can't also change brokerages. And they don't move. Anybody have that happen? Is that you? Anyone in this room that hasn't moved over yet? Because you're waiting? See you back there. All right, that is phase 1. Phase 2 is flight. Phase 2 is when people that have been struggling to make it go, that's it, I'm out. Right? They get out of the business. We see people getting out of the business. We see people running to the next shiny object or the cheapest company out there or something like that because they're afraid. This is fear. Fear makes us do weird things. This is what fear does. So the first phase is freeze. The second phase is flight. But the third phase, once it sinks in that, hey, this is kind of the new normal. And if I don't do something, right, the outcome's not going to be good for me. The next phase is fight. And that's when you start to see people wake up. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's where we are. All right? That's where we are. Let me show you some proof. Take a look at these numbers. These are NAR numbers. I rounded them off just to make it nice and easy to look at. All right? Let's look at 2021 first. 2021. In the month of May, the net gain in total agent counts, total licenses with NAR, increased by 19,900, almost 20,000 additional people. So that includes the people that left and the people that came in. The net gain of 20,000 NAR. In June 2021, almost 17,000. In July, almost 13,000. Okay, these are normal cycles. Take a look at 22. In May, it was 1580. This was the beginning of the freeze. Now, would you guys agree that, we heard about the shift, we heard about a slowdown, and it was kind of like, I feel like I can maybe see it coming, and then bam, it was right there. Like, oh, did it? I woke up and it had shifted. All right, so there was that freeze. Take a look at June. Look at June. That's your flight. For the first time in so many years, we actually had a drop in active agent count in NAR by almost 7,000 agents. That's almost a 24,000 delta from the same month the year prior. Let that sink in for a second. Now look at July. Still about half of the same month the prior year, but we're starting to see some action. People are starting to wake up. So what happens in the fight mode? What happens is agents start to look at it and say, hey, if there's going to be a slowdown in the market, if there's going to be a change in the market, I've got to go where I have the best chance of success. I'm not getting out. The people getting out got out. We saw that. The ones staying in are trying to figure out where's my best opportunity to succeed. There you go. Right? So we're going to surround ourselves with the people that can help us succeed, that have a vested interest in our success, that are going to lean into us, where we can get the training and the coaching and the mentoring and the products and everything else to help us succeed at the highest level, where we have the best comp structure and all of those things, right? So all of the things they start to look at when you're fat and happy, right? When the market's rolling and you're closing stuff left and right, do agents get a little lax on worrying about their expenses during those times? Maybe, right? A couple things are getting on the credit card that you're not really watching as closely as you did before. But when the belt tightens a little bit, we start to look. We start to look at our deals. I had agents when the market was hot, and I showed, hey, if you just change the logo on your business card, you'd save about $100,000 a year. And they went, let me think about it. Right? Heck yeah. All right. So we're in that phase right now. Talked about this a little bit. What are agents looking for? What is it that they want? You guys know. Anybody in here an agent? Yeah, right? What are we looking for? How about the best path to quick income? How's that sound? Is that good? We all right with that? All right. Leads, conversion, low costs, competitive commission structures, recognition, additional revenue sources. How about sell more houses? Yeah? And all this other stuff. We know that this is what agents want. Now, if only there was a company that provided this stuff somewhere. Thank you, Glenn Sanford, right? Right here. We've got the spot. We know what agents are looking for. Right now is the time that agents are starting to look around and they're starting to assess their opportunity and they're looking at what's their best place to succeed. Where can they go? You guys said, you committed to me, and it's on video, that you are committed to changing lives and that you're willing to fight for it and do what it takes. Still true? Yeah? All right, someone over here is they're still in for it. Guys, are you still in for it? Now you see what it takes? Yeah? All right. So how do we win? At EXP, we're leaning in on production. We have some really cool things coming that will allow us to do a lot more recognition of production, to help our agents produce more, sell more houses, to recognize the hard work that's in there, to hold them up on a pedestal and to show the world that hey, we're not a recruiting company, we're a talent magnet because people come here to succeed, right? That's why people are coming. We have incredible communities, a place where people can come and be involved and help and build great lives, and doubling down on innovation. This is what's going on here at EXP. Guys, I laugh when people tell me that someone's thinking about leaving because they feel like they missed the boat. Right? Oh, if only we had gotten in early. There's a long way between 84,000 and 500,000. That's a long distance between there. I mean, we only need to add another 416,000 agents, right? Think about those numbers for a second. If we're at 84,000 and we need to add 416 just to hit that number, because I'm pretty sure, Jason, Mike, when we hit 500,000 agents, are we going to be like, thank God we made it, we're done? right? No, man, next mountain. Or go to 1 million. We go to 1 million. There's so much room. There's so much room to grow. I have one last question for you. Can we get to 100,000 by the end of the year? Can we please get to 100,000 by the end of the year? All right? Agents are looking for their place to build success. They're looking for their best opportunity to thrive, to take care of their families, to hit their goals, and to build a future. We have it. They are waiting for you to reach out and invite them to this opportunity. Let's go out and hit 100,000. Let's go. Let's go.